It's the habits of poor mindset versus rich mindsets. Now, when we say poor mindset does not mean people. Rich mindset does not mean rich people. You might be poor, but you have rich mindset. And you might be rich individual, but has poor mindset. So if you don't like something, change it. If you cannot change it, then change the way you think about it. And that's how should one to make themselves adjusted to any situation. Okay, this is a sample of I have a choice. Do I want to prove I'm smart or do I want to stretch myself to learn new things? Now we know that with the right mindset and the right teaching, people are capable of a lot of more than we think. Yes, only if we are open minded, we are not a close minded individual, we will be able to learn so many things. Meaning, we might as well be a good listener, and through listening, we will be able to gather all those ideas which are best for us, and that will be good for our decision making. Now, this is about mindset. So, mindset is a noun. Think it into existence. The power of the mind is infinite. You might wonder why I have these multicolors. Now, a mindset is a mental attitude or inclination. Your mindset is a set of beliefs that shape how you make sense of the world and yourself. It influences how you think, feel, and behave in. These are the different related words for mindset, like what's your mentality? How do you think about it? The way you think about it. How do you look at it? Your outlook, psych, ethos, ideology, your mindset, your worldview, conservatism, thoughts, etc. This is referring to mindset. Now, what are the kinds of mindset do you have? What kind of mindset do you have? There is growth mindset. There is fixed mindset. In a growth mindset, I can learn anything I want to, meaning you are open to any opportunities of learning just because you want to grow in yourself. And we know that every now and then there is what we call development, improvement, new sets of ideas that would really be created for the future use. We don't stagnate in this world. We always been growing and there are always new things, new ideas that we would be learning and this will create another idea. I rather I'm either good on it or I'm not. This is a fix, meaning built in, something that traditional that is inside in you that you believe you can do it, but that's it only. Meaning sometimes you're not open to it because you believe in yourself that what you have in right now is something that you can do much better, that you can contribute. But then again, a fixed mindset. These are people believe their qualities are fixed straight and therefore cannot be changed. These people document their intelligence, talents, rather than working to develop and improve. They also believe that talent alone leads to success and effort is not required. And these are people that usually would go into having a poor mindset. Why? Because you are close to your own room. According to Dweck, when a student has fixed mindset, and this is good for you students right now, they believe that their basic abilities, intelligence, talents are fixed traits. They think that they are born with certain amount and that's all you have. But wait, people with this is mindset is to always want to appear intelligence because they believe they were born with a fixed intelligence that cannot be modified. These people have fear of looking dumb to people because they do not believe that they can redeem themselves once other people look at them as being unintelligent. Your fixed belief about you will hold you back from making. Not yet. There is something wrong with this. Excuse me. Um, Not yet. There is one thing that is trying to look at it. Okay. uh, okay, you fixed belief about will hold back from making positive change. If you have a trait that you believe cannot be changed, such as intelligence, your weight, your bad habits, you will avoid situations that could possibly be uncomfortable or that you think that are useless. You seek perfection instead of intelligence. Alternatively, in a growth mindset, people have an underlying belief that their learning and intelligence cannot can grow with time and experience. With people believe that they become smarter, they realize that their efforts have an effect on their success. So they put an extra time leading to higher achievement. So what you have right now, your talents, your skills, your learning, it's not that all. You let it grow, multiply it, and make extra effort. And that is how you will become more successful. Meaning you are not just sleeping on that. Use it. Make the best out of it. People with a growth mindset have underlying belief that their learning and intelligence can grow with time and experience. So you don't just stop. You move on, go on to what is best that you will be able to achieve in the future. In a growth mindset, which people would lead into a very rich mindset. Students believe their abilities and intelligence can be developed with effort learning and persistence. Their basic abilities are simply starting point for their potentials. What you have right now, you have been studying, you're inputting a lot of things in your mind so that in preparation for you to do what is best in the near future. Do not just stuck that in your mind. Use it, which you can make it out of it in the near future. They don't believe everyone is the same, but they hold on the idea that everyone can become smarter if they try. According to Dweck, feels that if you want to succeed in any aspect of life, then you need to build a growth mindset, positive, rich mindset. 17 principles that will help you build habits that will help you to develop that growth mindset. On the other hand, if you embrace the idea that you aren't static, then the belief will be the critical first step to, to creating actual change in your life. Whether it's building a new skill, learning a new language, or breathing a bad habit, having the growth mindset will help you form that the belief of that you are 100 capable of accomplishing any major goals. These are the 17 principles to develop growth mindset. Acknowledge and embrace your weaknesses. Now, one way on how to acknowledge and embrace your weaknesses is to overcome your weaknesses is to be honest with yourself about your limitations and tackle them ahead. Number two, view challenges as an opportunities. Taking on challenges is a big part of developing a person. Do not stay in your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to face any challenges. That is part of growing up. Know your learning style and use the right learning strategies, which is best suited for you. So, learning styles can work together for people who have growth mindset, like what we are doing here. We don't talk only about crypto, but we have diversified learnings. We talk about digital assets. We talk about how to let our money grow, investments, e-marketing, and whatever technology we're talking also here. Why? We try to diversify the learnings of an individual. Number four, remember that the brain has the ability to change throughout life. Yes, brain is constantly changing. Then is more likely to adopt a growth mindset. It's just a matter of conditioning your brain. That every morning you would say, I'll become rich, I'll become rich, I'll become rich. I will have plenty of money, I will have plenty of money. Then you will have to have positive mindset. Then you will have this rich mindset. And of course, we have number five, prioritize learning over seeking approval. This is that's what some people would like to. Don't okay, whatever don't worry about people, whatever they think about you. Instead, focus on bettering yourself and develop your critical thinking, your skills that will benefit you. So do not think about the criticisms of these people. Be positive about it. Then you focus on autodidact. What do you mean by autodidact? Autodidact is self-taught person, meaning you think what is best for you. Do not let others think it for you. So do it yourself. Focus on the process instead of the end result, meaning you have to enjoy the process of learning because there are unexpected lessons that you may pick up along the way. The unexpected is more thrilling, and these are the things that might be helpful for you to achieve your goals. Cultivate a sense of purpose. Ask yourself regularly why you are doing such work. You are doing that for what? For enjoyment? Or that is part of your goal? See, what am I doing right now here? Why did I do this? For whom am I doing this? Is it for everyone or for myself? That's a very good guide for you to build up your positive mindset, your rich mindset, and your growth mindset. Okay, choose learning well over learning fast. Learning well over learning fast. Learning is not rushing. Remember, you have to get through some mistakes in order to truly find success. Yeah, you stumble and fall, you stand up, you stumble and fall, you stand up. Is that it's not how many times you fall, but how many times you stand up. And that is the essence of growth mindset. Number 9, reward efforts and actions, not traits. Yes. When efforts are rewarded, how? Then action speaks more than words. Learn to give and receive constructive criticism. Be a good listener. Learn from other people. There are things that that other people has and you don't have. Observe and put that into practice. Okay, so we have need for improvement does not mean failure. You don't have to fail in order to improve, but this means that you are on the right track. You're just not quite there yet. Yes, you are you are already near, but not in that particular situation. Reflect on your learning every day, meaning don't let your lessons from the day just float away. Parang wala lang. Write it down and maybe you research more. If you are not contented with what you are hearing right now, if you are not contented of what is being given to you, then make an extra effort to get the extra mile of your learning. At least there is a guide. Learn from the mistakes of others. You don't always want to compare yourself to other people. Remember, but it is important to see that other people have the same weaknesses as you. Okay, next. Think of learning as a brain training. When we try to learn about new things, we are training our brain for new things. And if we think that that is good, we are training our brain to accept. So therefore, brain can adapt to whatever training that we want to. Why? By the power of your mindset, the brain is going to tune in to your thinking. Then you have cultivate grit. Grit means courage and resolve, strength of character, meaning you have the power of passion and perseverance. Cultivate that is in you, but it's just a matter of trying to indoctrinate, cultivate what is in you. Sometimes we are very shy. How are you going to let that shyness be out? Of course, train to face people, train to talk. So as you get along with those process, you will be able to adapt the new changes. Never stop learning. Set a new goal for every one you accomplish. Meaning, continue learning that we have in the metaglonics right now. That there is something that this is something that will motivate us to be more interested on many things. This is what the company, or shall we say, Metaglonics is giving us a lot of learning every now and then, every week. There are new knowledge that we are going to absorb and we are learning so much. So with that learnings in several weeks already, months that you are with us, I don't think so that your mind is still empty. By the power of this training that you have right now, I know there are still retention what is in your mind. Okay. Remember that it takes time to learn. It's not by one night. It's not by magic alone in just 1 minute. This means because things are constantly changing, this truly means that the learning process may never truly be over. So from time to time, it would always be there. What is the difference between the rich and poor mindset? The fundamental difference in mindset between the rich and poor. The rich have understood a very simple principle. Money makes money, and the money that makes money makes money. Repeat. Money makes money, and the money that makes money. Rich people see money as an opportunity, but poor people see it something to be earned. Okay. Poor mindset. A poor mindset instantly sees a surplus an opportunity for consumption. Isn't it that if we are able to get some sort of excess in our money, what do people do usually? Okay, let's go out and have a happy-go-lucky time with friends. That's the mindset. Poor mindset is all about short-term returns. They don't invest in long-term. Hours for dollars. How many hours do I need to do it and I can get the money? Resources investment without an immediate return for them are resources wasted. And that's how the poor mindset really tries to look at things. Poor mindset's immediate thought is, what is in it for me? Do I have a share? Do I have something on that? Quick. Why pay money to fly to the conference, pay for the hotel, and spend all the time when you are not even being paid? So what happens? Pure mindset think, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. They believe that it can get away with compromising its reputation to make a quick buck. Poor mindset is consumed by the unfairness of the world. They always think it's unfair. Why? They are not thinking more on that. They are only thinking within. What they could not benefit is something that is against them, meaning self pity, and waste time complaining about it. The more you complain, it's not good. You are making yourself down. It feels the world owes it something and waits for it to be handed down. These are what people are doing. Some people, they believe on this what we call mm, gulong ng palad. Hmm? That all the blessings will just come in without working it, because that is what the Bible says. All the goodness and kindness will be given to you. All this prosperity will be given to you if you just pray. But it has to have efforts. And people with poor mindset feels jealousy and bitterness about the success of others. And I think this is what is going on. They look at their neighbors. If their neighbor has this, they also buy. If their neighbors are already increasing with their properties and they have lots of money, they try to criticize. They have always something to say. It looks at everything as a zero sum game. Poor mindset deludes itself into believing that it knows everything and that opposing perspectives are wrong before even hearing them. And it is discouraged by competition. It complains that someone already go there first, or that they obviously go to catch up to me. I might as well quit now. Hmm? So they don't like competitions. If somebody is already there, they don't want to go to the race. Why? they don't feel better. Meaning, probably they are already behind. Good if they are the first one. Poor mindset quits in reaction to pain, short-term discomfort. Gamay lang aray. No, I won't. I'm tired of it. Meaning, they cannot sustain with the battle. Poor mindset stick things out due to stubbornness. It places too much importance on sunk costs, and it believes that one day they'll be able to retire, to kick back and do nothing. That all work is simply paying dues on the way to a life of leisure. Ironically, this is the kind of mindset that stifles the ambition and drive required to ever get to the point of having that kind of life as an option. Then we have rich mindset. The rich mindset understands that the first goal is to gain a surplus of resources. Then to use that resources to accelerate things, accelerate education, accelerate business, accelerate the next generation. These are people that are thinking for what is best in the next generation. In the future, they are not looking for what is today. The present that they are facing are the ones that they were preparing yesterday. And now here comes the present. They look again for what will become in the future. They are thinkers. Rich mindsets seek to spend their time, resources, energy on work that continues to pay off long after the efforts has been invested. And these are the people that waits for what will happen in the future. These are the people that does not only look at for the short term, but for longer period. It's all about getting a flywheel spinning, building momentum, creating system that continues to generate value of their own. So they don't only listen and try to look at only at this point of time, but what is best in the future for the next generation, for their grandchildren. Okay. So they are not selfish. Rich mindset is willing to invest resources with seemingly no rewards right away. Yeah, they have the passion and the compassion to wait for what will be the outcome for tomorrow. They are not looking for short term, but they are looking for the future, and it's the long term basis. Rich mindset seeks to build relationship based on trust, likings, shared values, mutual respect. People with a rich mindset help others cultivate relationship with no expectations of anything in return, meaning they are happy to serve. They are happy to think, and what makes people also happy, they are not selfish. So this is what we call self-denial on their part for the sake of the people in the future. The rich mindset knows that the world isn't fair and deals with reality swiftly, humbly, practically. It knows that the world owes it nothing, that the universe is indifferent to its existence, that the default for life is suffering and death. All successes are improbable and should be appreciated as such. And it celebrates the success of others. But they are not jealous about the success of other people. It embraces the competition and often befriends it. Like, for example, people are trying to quarrel each other because they have their own politicians that they are going to back up. But they do not know even that the politicians are just friends to each other. These are rich mindset people. Why? They don't quarrel. They compete. After all, they become friends. And even people that are defending their cases in the court, you know what? When they are in the court, yes, they stick to what they would like to defend with. But after those hearings, when they go outside, they become friends again. That's how they try to train themselves. There is no such thing as enemy. Rich mindset understands that it can never know everything and that something can be learned from everyone. Hmm? Yes, don't believe in themselves alone, but they believe in the participations of others. And they say, one or two people gathered together, you will have a better common ideas. And that is why we would always say that one is not enough, two is better, two heads are better than one. And they rich mindset understand that they cannot do everything, and that it could that even if it could, they would create greater value by focusing on its core strength. It knows that the right team is greater than the sum of its part, embraces competition, and knows that iron sharpens iron. And it sticks out when the going gets tough, provided that the pursuit is worthwhile. It understands the idea of the deep, that anything worth doing will be hard. It understands that the reward are reaped by those who push through the difficulties of a pursuit, precisely because the will to push through is scarce. Understand that there is no I made it, no done. Life is defined by challenges and learning. Common habits of a rich and successful people. Wake up early. Don't check email first thing. Eat healthy. Exercise regularly. Have a primary goal. Write down the goals of today. What are your activities for the day, so that you will be able to try to summarize everything at the end of the day, whether you have achieved the things you want. Keep a daily to-do list. Believe that time is money. So think of criticism as a way to learn. If someone points out the weaknesses, don't get mad, use it to change. Never stop learning. Set the new goals for every goal you accomplish. But here, fixed mindset versus growth mindset, what really matters is for success. Good evening, everyone. That's all.